Hi everybody, my name's Ken. I'm from Upscale Audio, and I have a real treat today. We're here with Jordan, and we have a new product. This is the Eversolo T8 transport. This is the product a lot of people were asking for. Eversolo has really disrupted the market at these entry-level price points with their A6, A6 Master, A6 Master Gen 2, A8, and the A10. All great products, and one of the things that makes them great is the software. So why, Jordan, why a transport instead of a transport DAC? What's the advantage here?
So there's a couple of things that we could look at, but primarily when it comes to transports, we're looking to isolate our digital front as best as possible.
Okay, that's important.
I think it's pretty important myself as well. Besides that, you also want to make sure that you're going to get a transport with an interface that's friendly to you. So that could be, for some people, a Render, Hi-Fi Rose, but at a price point like this thing's killer with its unique Eversolo Android-based interface.
So what that means to a user like me in the house is I'm going to dig the software.
Right,
and the software is very powerful.
Moving on over though, what is this T8? What does it offer? So we do have quite a few different outputs on this unit. That makes it more compatible with a variety of different DACs, including DACs that support I2S. The reason being is Eversolo has made it so that there are 8 different modes that you can configure I2S over HDMI. There's no one standardized I2S connection, which this is one of the most compatible devices that's out there. Besides that, we are going to get a couple of other connections such as SPDIF, so we have coaxial, Toslink. We even have AES EBU, which there are some brands out there where you have to pay quite a bit of money in order to jump up to get AES EBU.
Yeah.
Another really cool thing about the rear of this unit is going to be that it does support SFP, which is going to help isolate that electronic signal inside of the unit for Ethernet in particular. We are going to still have a large screen on the very front of the unit, which you can see here. Besides that, we do have a linear pump inside of the rear, and that is going to be for our power. It's, again, to help isolate noise inside of the unit.
The one thing I want to make sure everybody knows is a lot of people have music that they have stored on hard drives and disks and in their servers. There are 2 slots that can take a total of 16 terabytes internally. It's on the bottom of the unit. This unit comes with a remote control. It's a really nice metal remote control. It's kind of shiny, so it's going to show fingerprints. And I'll mention that one of the only things, or one of the very few things that I would change about this unit is this matte black finish. Every time you touch it, it's going to show where you touched.
It is a fingerprint magnet. Yeah.
It's very well built.
Very well built. A solid chassis on here as well. As you can, I mean, maybe you could hear that, but that's a metal chassis.
It is.
Yeah. Moving on over to, from not the physical product, but the digital portion of it, the application itself.
Yeah.
So this application is actually one of my favorites. This is going to run off of Eversolo's Android-based app. Now, that doesn't mean it's only usable on Android. You can use that on iOS, Android, but it's a robust application because it allows you to either make changes to your audio, such as using the graphical EQ, changing your balance, or not doing any of that. If you want just the most direct version of your music,
like bit perfect,
you can do that using this app. So it gives you the flexibility and customization to do what you want. It is going to support up to essentially every major streaming service that I can think of. We got Spotify, Qobuz, Tidal, including the Connect versions of all of those. We do have Roon Ready built into the unit as well. Super important, especially for people that have different streamers at home. And then beyond that, it does have other apps out there that maybe aren't always US based because this is an international product, but if you do utilize them, cool, this has it. Now, the only thing I wish they would do is what Hi-Fi Rose does, which is RoseTube. RoseTube's super cool.
That's a nice feature.
Eversolo, if you could figure a way to do something like that out, you guys would be almost perfect.
Will this support, one of the advantages like Hi-Fi Rose does is they use the Android app that can load the Apple Music onto the app.
You're 100% correct, man. When it comes down to Apple Music is mostly locked down to only mobile-oriented devices. Because this does run Android, it does have the Android version of Apple Music, which allows it to run natively within the Eversolo product. So you don't have to limit yourself to AirPlay 2, which does have streaming or transfer limits to it.
You mentioned the equalizer. Now, how could we use that equalizer in our room? There's a way to do that on this device, I believe.
Yes, so you do have a graphical equalizer, but beyond that, you also have room correction.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I got you, Ken. So with room correction, it does not come included with the microphone. You can purchase one out there, and if you do purchase one, I suggest one that's going to come with a correction curve that you can upload onto the application. Now, you can utilize that either through a laptop or a phone, and using that mic, it is going to get an idea of what your room is like and make adjustments to that.
Okay.
Now, I have a good customer of mine, David. But David, Eversolo was for you, and it was a perfect recommendation for him.
Okay, good. Jordan, let's talk about the DACs we could use with this, and I hid back here. This is the Chord Electronics cutest.
The cutest.
And it looks cute with this Eversolo.
It's the cutest
The finishes match, the price points match, and this is a really nice sounding DAC. And this is something I think would make a nice combination. We've tried it. This sounds really nice. That's not our only option. What is, you got something under the table here?
Yeah, and we'll pray for my back right now because it's kind of heavy. But
these things are heavy. The Prima Lunas are built like tanks.
Here we go. We have the Prima Luna Evo 100 DAC. So this is our recommendation for those that are looking for an all-tube DAC options. Now, you can't find a lot of those out there in the world, but this guy here sounds phenomenal.
Really nice. You know, you can roll tubes, you can get the sound you're looking for, and this is not a new product. This has been out a while. It just shows that the tube doesn't go out of style. And it has a super tube clock, so there's even tubes in the digital circuit.
That's right. And then Ken, this was, I think, your favorite option when it came to a DAC.
I don't know about my favorite one because I'm pretty partial to that Prima Luna, but this is definitely one of my preferred choices. This is the Hi-Fi RD160 DAC. It's built well. It has a nice aesthetic that would go well together. It would allow you to capitalize on the I2S squared connection. You can use a USB connection, lots of connection options here. What's this? Tell me about that. You understand that thing.
Sure. So this does have an OLED front panel that is covered by an anti-glare frosted screen. So it looks extremely hidden and discreet. Not only does it look gorgeous, which my favorite mode on here is that chain mode where you can follow the entire chain of your audio source, but it's one of the most detailed DACs that I've got to listen to recently, honestly.
But smooth. The Hi-Fi Rose is a nice, smooth, easy to listen to sound.
That's right. As it is. So much so that you use Hi-Fi Rose in your system.
I do.
Home.
I like the Hi-Fi Rose in my system.
Now, Ken, all of these are phenomenal options, but really, who is this Eversolo for?
You know, one of the things, I might have mentioned this earlier, that I think would be you know, let's say you have a Brio Mark 7 integrated amplifier with a digital input. Let's say you've got a Musical Fidelity, M5SI, M6SI, or better. Musical Fidelity has a very nice DAC section in their products. This would be a great one. One of our favorites at the store when it comes to integrated amplifiers is a solid-state device, the Parasound Hint 6. Great add-on. A lot of Macintosh units have a built-in DAC. Great add-on to stream.
Definitely.
So, am I forgetting anything?
I mean, I think what you're forgetting as well is for people that are upgrading as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you have something like a Win Pro, a Blue Sound Node, and you're only using it as a transport, this would be a phenomenal upgrade. Something that's a little bit more electronically isolated, as well as offers more variety when it comes to outputs for DAC compatibility, especially that I2S. Like I said, multiple modes that are available and compatible with something like this
People that
here.
Bluetooth from their phone, people that use a laptop or an iPad, this would be a great upgrade.
100%. Now, if you're trying to make this sound its absolute best, what we would suggest is going to be using the SFP port for your Ethernet connection. Now, it does have Wi-Fi compatibility, but that SFP port, and Ken, you can attest to this because you
I do. I use the SFP, which is converts your copper-based network connection at home. It's going to convert it to a fiber optic connection, and the real benefit is here. Electrical noise can't travel over fiber optics, so we eliminate the electrical noise.
That's right. With its variety of options, we would always suggest to try out the different connectivity with your DAC at home. Some of our favorites, though, would be like AES EBU is a great option.
If you want detail, if you want something that is a very accurate revealing, go with an electrical connection that sends it digitally like USB or the I²S. If you want something a little bit smoother, a little bit more laid back, that's going to be your coax, your optical, your AES connection.
Ken, you're a master at describing all of this, man. I mean, you got the years in the business. So speaking about business, if you want to check out availability for this unit, check the description down below. It's been a very popular product to the point where before we even received our first shipment,
they all sold out.
Yeah,
every one of them.
So,
everybody who pre-ordered got theirs.
Yep.
More are on the way.
More on the way. It's a phenomenal piece. It's very user-friendly. If you want to see if this is going to be the right piece for your system, why don't you call one of our salesmen to see if it's...
We've got analog and digital experts available to help you with questions about your system, whatever those questions might be. Upscale Audio, we're going to treat your system like it's ours. Thanks for watching. Jordan, thanks for doing the video with me.
Of course, Ken. It's been a long time since I've been on one of these. It feels good to be back on camera, and I hope to see you guys soon.
Thanks, everybody.